Swamiji. So today we are with another interesting session on Swamiji, Swami Vivekananda. Everyone in their school days or even college days have read something about Swamiji. We are celebrating National Youth Day on 12th of January. Swamiji has many messages for everyone. One of this highly inspiring is come up, O lions, and shake off the delusion that you are ship. You are souls immortal, spirit free, blessed and eternal. Ye are not matter, ye are not body. Matter is your servant, not you are the servant of matter. So there are so many other highly inspiring, extremely motivating quotations of Swamiji. Arise, awake, stop not till the goal is reached. So, Swamiji, today we wish to have your guidance on lessons from Swami Vivekananda to change life. Over to you, Swamiji.
Okay. Actually, Swamiji life is full of inspiration, full of very inspiring quotations. But I want to highlight here two things through his life. Two incidents happened to his life, and there give the guidelines how to change our life. Two simple things. As you know, Swami Vivekananda had to go to Chicago, America, to attend the Parliament of Religion. Before going to Parliament of Religion, came to Holy Mother. By this time they are talking each other, and suddenly Holy Mother asked him, showing the knife on the table, asked to give the knife to me. Vivekananda cast the sharp end of the knife and give the other end, that is a handle end, to the Holy Mother. That is the simple incident. But while they are talking each other, and then afterwards, Holy Mother bless him and told that he will win and will conquer the world. Then Swamiji was surprised, without any asking any question, any test, how Holy Mother gave him the permission and how she came to know that I am able to do this. But already Holy Mother has tested it through this knife. See, simple things, knife, sharp end, he hold it, other end which is handle is there, he gave it to Holy Mother. Here, simple one indication is that this is the technique of giving. That means if you want to give somebody, this is the way of giving. That Swami Vivekananda hold this sharp end. That means he is not bother for his own self. First thing, he care for the good of the others. Second point is, then he care the good of myself. Swami Vivekananda's mindset is such, always thinking the good of the others. That is why instantly he holds the sharp end. Otherwise, generally what we see, we hold this handle side and other end, that sharp end you give to the others. Holy Mother understood he is totally tuned. He is totally unselfish because he He always, mindset is always thinking of the others, thinking, doing good to the others. But that is why this is the test of the Holy Mother. What we say, we are calculating mind, how much we can get. I can give you, but how much I can get back or return. That is the thinking, the mentor, our mindset is such, our thinking pattern is such, we always think like that. Whenever we give, how much we return it. So, to change the life, how to become selfish? The moment you think good of the others. See, generally what will happen, we give to get more. We are selfish because for more material happiness, everybody want more material happiness. Ultimately, this material happiness force us to take unrighteous path for more happiness. But we may get material happiness for time being. Again, you be unhappy. There is no mental happiness. You can have material happiness because of the greed, because getting more return become selfish, but no mental happiness because your unrighteous path taken by you to disturb your mind. This your force, your greed forces us to take the unrighteous path, and ultimately this unrighteous path taken by you disturb your mind, torment your mind, and consciousness of the freak, consciousness freak you. That means you have no mental happiness, even though you have the material happiness. So it is reminding us what we have done wrong, guilty consciousness. So one thing it is clear that we want material happiness and mental happiness both at a time. But material happiness is outcome of the greed, mental happiness outcome of to become unselfish. So become unselfish. That is the hidden lesson given by Swamiji in his own life, tested by Holy Mother, how to become unselfish. That most your mindset will be such, always you have to think the good of the other. Instead, Swamiji also saw unselfishness, expansion of the life. Another incident of Swami Vivekananda in America, while Swamiji was walking the road in a sannyasin's grave, one gentleman and lady was passing through this, and they saw Swamiji in a sannyasin dress. Yeah. Don't you have the good cloth and tie to become a gentleman? Because that is their nature. They know to become a gentleman means pant, shirt, tie, etc. What Swamiji replied, that is wonderful. That your shirt, your pant make you man, make you gentleman. In our country, our character make man and gentleman. That is the difference. So, dress, generally what happens? There is, of course, the dress code is there as a doctor, as a lawyer, and these are the dress code, you have to maintain it. But that does not mean that through the dress we want to impress others, that is the wrong idea. Dress code is there, but you cannot impress others by the dress. Dress means this. We try to impress others with the dress, property, gold, etc. But this pampers you. The moment we are focus your mind to beautifully, to make us beautiful, to impress other, that means it pampers your ego. But a gentleman has the quality of the humility, no ego. That is the point to check yourself, test yourself, think yourself that how much external things, worldly things want to grab to impress others. That means it is pamper your ego. But quality of gentleman, humility. Humbleness, humility is the ornament of a gentleman. Gentleman's behavior impresses others. That means your character impress others, not your dress, not your property, not your earthly possession. Remember. So character is the, as Swami told, character is the important thing in our life. Character make us gentlemen. So without character, his inner wisdom is there. This inner wisdom reflects his character, his behavior, his actions. If there is no inner wisdom, that means no character, his behavior will not be the proper. That is, we say, without character, man is second tackling decision, taking decision, and does wrong thing. The person who has no character, no inner wisdom, they commit mistake again and again. So character is the ultimate quality of a gentleman or a human being. As previous lectures, I already said that being a male, matter of birth, being a man, matter of age, being a gentleman, matter of choice. So to become a gentleman, we need inner wisdom. That means the right and wrong. Then we will form the character. They say a man without character is a paper rose without fragrance. At least two sutras, important lesson. One, first, how to be selfish by knowing the technique of giving. Second, which everybody knows, Shastras, the character. Character means inner wisdom. And those are those persons who has a character, inner wisdom, he never encourages his ego, pampers his ego by worldly things. He becomes more gentle, humility, and more accessible to us. These characters impress them. To change the life, our life, we should practice these two things. Think how Swami Vivekananda's mind is set up in such how to do good to the others. Always think it. That is actually the capital. That is to become unselfish. And the more you unselfish, more you will be happy. Your mind will not be disturbed and tormented. Conscious mind will not trick you. And inner wisdom, character, it give you the inner strength. Character give you the inner force, make you strong and human. That is the two examples through the Swamiji's life. And you can learn and change your life. There is innumerable quotation and numbers there. But as this happened to the Swamiji's life, this is the way how he give the answer. We can take it and cultivate it to change ourselves. Now we can throw questions here.
Yeah. Uh, Swamiji, that was really wonderful, very brief and very powerful way you have explained to us. The quotation which you were addressing in your talk is this of once when British asked Swami Vivekananda, why can't you wear proper clothes to look like a gentleman? Swamiji smiled and replied, in our culture, in your culture, a tailor makes you a gentleman, but in our culture, character makes a gentleman. And really, it throws us into introspection. Swamiji, there are a few other quotations of Swami Vivekananda on unselfishness. Uh, we'll be very happy if you could elaborate us more. One of the quotation is unselfishness is more paying. Only people have not the patience to practice it. So this is one quotation. And another thing is there was one more quotation. He who has more unselfishness is more spiritual and nearer to Shiva. And if the man is selfish, even though he has visited temples, places of pilgrimage, and painted himself like a leopard, he is still further off from Shiva. So these are two quotations. If you could elaborate on these, over to you, Swamiji.
See, the starting point is to selfishness and unselfishness. Unselfishness will come the more you think about your Atman, not body. We are selfish because of worldly things, body, and one is body, one is mind. We are thinking on the body oriented. So we become selfish, material comfort. Our mind is focused on the material comfort, means more matter, more happiness. Already shown you that selfishness, out of selfishness, the possession come. We want to have more matter, materials, happiness, but ultimately give you miseries. But unselfishness is not thinking of body much. You think of others, or in a very other way or highest order, if you think about self, Atman. First, at the beginning, we start others. To become a gentleman, you must think of the others and help others. Your behavior, your action, it is not like a gentleman because of selfishness. If you are unselfish, you have developed some inner wisdom, so your behavior, your character will be gentle. So they are saying, first be a gentleman, then be a great man. So to become a gentleman, what is the condition? Gentleman, to become a gentleman, you must have an unselfish. So that the more you unselfish, your ego will be less. More you selfish, your ego will be more, because you pamper your ego by having material things. and you become unselfish. Think of the others, think of the God is the ultimate goal. This will give the mental peace. If you become unselfish, this you will get the mental peace. If you are a selfish, you will get material happiness. This is mental happiness. So unselfish means you have to think of others. You have to think of body less. Body means all your relatives, others, they must be there. But at the same time, the mind cultivate good for the others. I will be in the society, I will be the family. But some part, that is my duty to good to the others, to become unselfish, to not to pamper our ego. We should reduce our ego by helping others to become by unselfish work. So more or less, this is the way. So it is as body center, one is mind center. One is body center is selfishness, unselfishness is mind, mental, or others, or God, or God focus.
Yes,
So
thank
these
you.
are the-
Thank you, Swamiji.
Okay.
Anyone having any other question, please ask.
तो समझ में आया?
Yes, Swamiji. Thank you.
Thank you. My love and blessings. Sudhanshu कैसे है?
Yeah.